Good morning, Wild fans. Another game preview here. Minnesota Wild play the Chicago Blackhawks tonight after a 4-day break in between their last game, the annual October bye week for the Minnesota Wild. But actually, it's not a bye week. It's just how the schedule goes. They get 4 days off after 2 games, which is wonderful. And as we talked about on the new Giles on the Goalie Podcast, those first 2 games were not great, and that bye week might not have come at the most opportune time. Apologies for those listening if you're wondering what the hell that is in the background. The dog is making his presence known. But anyway, what I'm looking for from the Wild tonight is, again, it's just the little things that they need to get done. It's breakout passes, not coughing the puck up in the neutral zone, and establishing a little bit of puck possession in the offensive zone. They have not done any of these things well in their first 3 games. They've gotten stellar goaltending from Devin Dubnyk. Defense has been admirable, but the offense is just not firing, and kind of those 3 things getting better will help the Wild hopefully get a little more done offensively in this game, as the Wild always typically, at least with this core of players, have brought their very best when the Chicago Blackhawks are on the schedule. So hopefully there's a little more pep in their step tonight. And on the flip side, you get the Chicago Blackhawks. They are off to a decent start here in 2018-19. They're coming off a 7-6 loss to the Toronto Maple Leafs on Sunday. We all saw that shootout. And their offense has scored 15 goals in the first 3 games, and Jonathan Toews and Patrick Kane have 6 points each. And then they've got 3 or 4 other players with at least 4 points, and their offense has come out firing. If I recall right, they did something similar last year before straight going into a nosedive, but the Blackhawks having really good times offensively right now, and the Wild will have to be strong on defense and in goal here tonight if they want to have a chance. And Cam Ward will be the goaltender most likely for the Blackhawks tonight. Corey Crawford will be out again. So advice for the Wild is just get the puck on net, make Cam Ward, stop everything coming his way. Don't let him get too comfortable in there. If you can get a quick one on him, you might be able to get him shaken, and you might be able to find an additional 2, 3, 4, or 5 on Cam Ward. He hasn't been overly great in the last 3, 4, 5 years. So Devin Dubnyk, again, in goal for Minnesota tonight. Should be a good outing from him, hopefully. He's had a very strong 2 games, as mentioned before. Really the Wild's best player in the first 2 games, and it's a shame they only have 1 point to come away from it, given how he's played. So that's what I'm looking for tonight from tonight's tilt between these 2 teams. We will chat with you again after the game. Later.